Hello future officers, has it ever happened to you that you are preparing very hard for the UPSC Prelims examination? Every day you are clocking 8 to 10 hours, you are reading all the NCERT books, all the standard books, even you are not leaving any monthly compilations which are available in the market, and you feel very confident that you are going to crack the prelims examination. But on the day of exam, you realize that the question paper is not as per your expectation, and whatever you have studied is not reflecting in the question paper, and all your hard work of last 1 year has gone down the drain. Guys, this is the fate of 99% of the aspirants who struggle very hard, but still they fail to crack the prelims examination. Guys, the reason is not that you are not working hard. You are working hard, still you are failing to crack the prelims examination, because prelims examination is not about hard work, it is about smart work. Guys, I have cracked the UPSC prelims examination 6 out of 6 times, scoring one of the highest marks in the prelims examination. You can see some of my scorecards. I was able to do this because I prepared in a smart manner. And today in this presentation, I'm going to show you that strategy, the secret strategy of preparing smart. Guys, let me tell you, if you incorporate this in your preparation for the next 9 months, no force on earth can stop you from qualifying the UPSC Prelims Examination 2026. And I'm telling this confidently because I myself have used this strategy and cracked 6 out of 6 prelims. You can see in front of you. So guys, the only secret of cracking the UPSC Prelims Examination is to master the PYQs. Today I'm going to share with you 7 reasons, 7 strategies, 7 smart techniques of mastering PYQs, and once you master PYQs, you will master the prelims examination. Guys, let us start. So first, what I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you the 7 strategies, and then I'm going to discuss each of the 7 strategies with live examples from the UPSC PYQs, and I'm going to demonstrate you how you can incorporate this daily in your preparation. So guys, the very first thing why PYQs are important is that direct questions. Guys, you'll be surprised to know that UPSC repeats questions. Okay, I'll show you in 2025, there were many questions which were directly repeated from the PYQs. Second reason why PYQs are important is that UPSC frames questions from the options of the previous year. In this year, there was one direct question from the option of the previous year question. Okay, so guys, the third reason or third strategy is repeated themes. This is most important. The most important is the repeated themes. Guys, once you analyze the PYQs in the right manner, which I'm going to teach you today in this presentation, guys, you will identify that there are some repeated themes which is getting repeated every year. Okay, so guys, if you see, there is a rule, 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule says what? 80% of the output comes from 20% of the effort. Similarly, guys, in the UPSC syllabus also, there is 80-20 rule. 80% of the questions comes from the 20% of the syllabus. How to identify this 20% of the syllabus is through the PYQs, which I'm going to show you today. The next one is the source tracing. Guys, UPSC question setters follow some specific sources. Every year they frame questions from these specific sources. So no, guys, if suppose you are not referring these specific sources, then even after working a lot of hours, even if you're studying a lot of hours, still you will fail to crack the prelims examination. You might have heard from many aspirants that I have been studying 8 hours, 10 hours, but I'm still not clearing the prelims exam. The reason is they are not studying the right sources. Guys, if you're not putting the effort in the right place, then all your effort goes down the drain. Next one is the same elimination pattern. Guys, UPSC question setters are using the same pattern every time. Once you start analyzing the PYQs, once you start identifying how UPSC question setters are using these elimination techniques in the question, you identify the pattern. Once you identify the pattern, prelims is very easy. Guys, let me tell you, prelims is easy for people who identify patterns, and today this presentation is there to help you identify the pattern. So please stay till the end of this presentation. I'm going to discuss each one of them in detail. Okay, next one is emerging themes. Guys, this is again very important. Guys, every year after 2020, you see UPSC pattern is dynamically changing. dynamically changing, and every year they are picking some new themes. Okay, and if you are not very comfortable with these themes, because these themes are not there in your traditional sources, these themes are not there in your coaching institutes magazines, these themes are not there in your books. So these new themes which UPSC is putting every year in the prelims examination, you need to identify them. Today I have picked some of the themes to help you understand. And last but not the least is new pattern. Master new pattern. Guys, after 2022, UPSC every year is bringing new pattern, and if you are not comfortable with the new pattern, you will always struggle in the prelims examination. Guys, I know many students, they were prepared very well, but just because of the new pattern, they could not perform well. So today I'm going to share the strategy how to master the new pattern also. So let us start, guys. So the very first thing is direct questions. Let me just show you how UPSC exactly repeats the direct question. Therefore, it is very important for you to at least prepare last 25 years of PYQs thoroughly. Okay, guys, you can see this question. This question came in the year 2019. The first question came in the year 2019, and you can see this question, you know, this question. Okay, the second question came in the year 2025. Okay, so exactly the same question. This is 2025, guys. You can see 2029 and 2025. Exactly, you can see Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board of our country, and you can see here Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board in our country. You can see exactly word to word. You can see the aim is asked in 2019 and same aim is asked in 2025 also. Exactly the same question. So many people say that UPSC do not repeat questions. UPSC question setters are repeating questions. I can show you another question, guys. Let us see another question here. You can see here that this question, again 2019 question, again you can see here the movement or organization and leaders. Exactly the same question was asked in the year 2025. You can see who among the following was the founder of self-respect movement. You can see exactly, you can see here self-respect movement, E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. You can see here self, exactly. So you can't say that UPSC question setters are not repeating questions. UPSC question setters are repeating questions. So if you master the PYQs properly, at least every year 4 to 5 questions you will get direct questions. Direct questions like a gift, because you see many people say that UPSC prelims is unpredictable. Guys, how can you say UPSC prelims is unpredictable when you are getting direct word to word questions in the prelims examination? This was the first thing, guys. So first reason why you need to master the PYQs at least last 25 years is direct questions are coming from the UPSC PYQs. Guys, you know there are aspirants who are preparing 3 attempts, 4 attempts, and still they are failing to crack the prelims examination. Guys, can you imagine 4 years of preparation still failing to crack the prelims examination? Imagine if you just mastered the PYQ, you could have easily cracked the prelims examination. Let us go to the next strategy, guys. Source tracing. This is very unique. Many people don't do this. Generally, what they do, they just prepare the PYQs, mug up the answer, analyze the PYQs, but they never do source tracing. Let me just show you, guys. This question came in 2024 prelims examination. You can see here the atmosphere question. This question was directly taken from this NCERT. You can see here exactly the troposphere in the lowest layer of the atmosphere. Its average height is 13 km, extends roughly 8 kilometers near the poles and 18 kilometers above the equator. Exactly, you can see this question was asked in 2024. And now let me just show you a question which came in 2025. This is a question which came in 2025, and just above this you can see dust particle. Exactly the question came from this: the higher concentration of dust particle in subtropical and temperate region due to dry winds in comparison to equatorial and polar region. You can see exactly from the same page of NCERT, same page just above this. Okay, so guys, source tracing is very important. Guys, I have analyzed the last 25 years of PYQs and I have source traced each and every PYQ, and using that only I frame questions for my test series. And that is why, guys, I am able to predict every year so many questions in the prelims examination, because once you command the sources from where UPSC question setters are framing questions, once you command those chapters, once you command those books, once you command those sections, then easily with least effort you can prepare and you can easily definitely get more marks than your competitor. That is why I say, guys, smart study is more important than hard work, because hard work 4-5 years everyone is putting, guys, but people who prepare smart, they can crack prelims in one go only, guys. Let us see next one. So next one is same language, guys. UPSC question setters are using exactly the same language. If you have solved the PYQ using this technique of identifying the same language, guys, exactly, you can see this is one of the PYQs and 2023. And again, let me just show you another PYQ which came recently. You can see this question came in 2025, exactly the same language. None, no, no, none. Okay, so they are using the same language, same techniques. Okay, so identifying how the questions are getting framed, what kind of words UPSC question setters are using is very, very important, guys. I have taught all these techniques in my PYQ mastery classes. So you can see here same language. So when you solve PYQs, identify the language, how UPSC question setters are framing the questions, guys. You can see here none of the with reference to coal based thermal power plants in India, consider the following statements. None of them uses seawater, none of them is set up in water stressed district, none of them is privately owned. So none extreme word, you can eliminate that. Okay, similarly, guys, no virus can survive in ocean water. No is again, you can see here extreme. No virus can infect bacteria. No virus can change the cellular transcription. No. So you can see same, exactly the same question, only the subject is different. Okay, but the language, the manner in which questions are framed are similar, guys. That is why I say that PYQs are very, very important. Every year you can get at least 50 marks just through the PYQs, guys. Let us go next, guys. Let us see the next question. You can see here same elimination technique. You can see this question, guys, came in 2015 with reference to dugong, a mammal that is found in India. Which of the following is correct? Okay, and you see this question which came later on in 2022. Let me just show you this question, monazite. Okay, you can see here this question is geography. This question is geography and this question is environment. Okay, so generally there is no relation between these two questions, but there is a relation, guys. You can see here the statement number 2, it is found along the entire coast of India. And here also you can see here, guys, monazite occurs naturally in the entire Indian coast. So you can see entire coast, both these statements are incorrect. And once you eliminate this, you will get the answer. So guys, that's why I say that UPSC question setters are using the same language, same technique of framing the question. That is why I say, guys, mindset is more important. Once you understand the mindset, then you can also crack prelims examination. You can score like me, guys. Many people say, sir, how are you able to score around 140 marks when students are struggling to even get 70 marks? It is about identifying the pattern. And in my prelims mentorship, I teach this only. Every day I'm giving you 10 questions, and these 10 questions are framed on these PYQ patterns, the same languages which UPSC question setters are using. I'm using in my daily 10 questions which I'm giving you, guys. You know, many people say that I have solved 100 tests, 50 tests, 60 tests, still I fail in the prelims examination. The reason is the tests you are solving are not prepared as per the UPSC pattern. Once you start solving a paper which are framed on UPSC pattern, UPSC prelims is very, very easy. Again, you can see both these questions are 2023 question, guys. You can see some mushroom, some mushroom, some mushroom, some mushroom. Okay, so some possibility. Again, you can see some microorganisms, some microorganisms, some microorganisms. So guys, identifying pattern, again I'm saying, repeating it multiple times, but this is very, very important. That is why I'm repeating it. Pattern identification is very, very important, guys. I have analyzed the last 25 years PYQs, and I have identified all these patterns which are getting repeated every year. Every year they are getting repeated, and these patterns can only give you at least 50 marks, guys. Knowledge is important. I'm not saying that without knowledge you will crack this exam, but guys, let me tell you that people who are struggling to crack prelims examination for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, even after gaining a lot of knowledge, the reason is they fail to identify the pattern in how the questions are getting framed. Once you identify this, and guys, just not identify this, you have to start practicing questions daily. You need to practice some questions so that it becomes your nature. nature, guys. Solving questions should become your nature, guys. This is very, very important. Again, let me show you another question, guys. You can see this question. It is an economic question. Consider the following statements. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by Reserve Bank of India. The rating agency is popularly known as ICRA, is a public limited company. Brickwork Ratings in India is an Indian credit rating agency. Now you see this question, guys. This question came in 2025. Okay, you can see here the Reserve Bank of India mandates all listed companies of India to submit the business responsibility and sustainability report. In India, a company submitting business responsibility and sustainability report makes disclosure in the report that are largely non-financial in nature. You can see both. Okay, you can see here both. Okay, the regulatory agencies, they have changed. Here also it is SEBI and here also it is SEBI. You see how they are changing the same statements they are putting. They frame, they're trapping you in the similar manner. If you had solved this using this technique, that UPSC always changes the name of regulatory bodies. Whenever UPSC frames questions on economic regulation, you could have easily solved this question. Easily you could have solved this question. You can see same thing, same sentences UPSC is using every time. That is why I say, guys, prelims is very easy once you understand this. So now the question is how to master the PYQs. How can you master the PYQs? Before we proceed, guys, let me tell you the best way to master the PYQs. Still there are 2-3 techniques left, but before we discuss that, let me tell you, guys, I have analyzed last 25 years of PYQs and I have prepared theme-wise discussion. You can see here, like one of sample I have shown you for geography. So every day when you prepare one topic, suppose you are preparing Indian geography vegetation or Indian geography climate, or you are preparing geomorphology or anything, okay, that day itself analyze the PYQs. Guys, the main problem what aspirants are doing is that they are waiting till the end to analyze the PYQs, only to realize that in the month of March and April they do not have any time. Guys, the best way is that daily you have some static target. Once you complete that static target, daily you analyze the PYQs on that target. Whatever, suppose you are studying fiscal policy today, analyze the fiscal policy PYQ that day itself. And guys, I have collected all the 25 years PYQs in a video format. I have discussed all the PYQs. They are very, very useful, particularly recent trend. For example, in 2025, they have introduced numerical based questions in economy. So I have collected all the possible numerical based questions which can be framed in future year also, guys. Like this you can easily master. Guys, if you want the PYQ mastery classes, you can connect with me. My Telegram ID and my number will be given at the description of this video. Let us proceed, guys. You can see option play. This is very, very important, guys. Generally what we do, we solve the questions and then we forget it. Okay, so it is very important that you have to analyze all the options. You can see this question, 2023 question, exactly the same question came in 2025. You can see here, okay, Botswana, you can see here. Okay, most of the times what happens, Argentina, you can see Argentina is related to what? Chile, because Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, these are the countries which are having lithiums. Okay, you see many times UPSC is repeating the similar kind of options. Okay, so once they have put some options before, they are repeating the same thing. This was a question I had predicted, exact question. This question I had predicted in 2025, exactly word to word. I had made a YouTube video and I had said that this year they are going to ask question on Botswana, and exactly the same question came in the exam. So option play is also very, very important. So when you analyze the PYQs, you have to see the options also. Now the two most important technique is emerging themes. Identify the emerging themes. Guys, you can see this question came in 2023, sports question. Generally in UPSC before 2020 you will not see any sports based questions. Now in 2023 they introduced this sport based question, 44th chess Olympiad. Again you can see 2025 again they ask question on sports. Okay, so you can see UPSC, once a theme has come, again UPSC is repeating that theme after 1 or 2 years. So now the emerging theme is sports. You can, let me just write it for you. What are the emerging themes? Okay, sports, then awards. I have in my PYQ masterclass, I have analyzed all these emerging themes. Okay, then dates, years. These are emerging themes which were not asked before 2020, but after 2023 questions on sports are increasing, questions on awards are increasing, questions on dates are increasing, questions on year is increasing. If you remember in 2022 there was a question on handloom day. Handloom Day. Then there was a question on Constitution Day. Like this, all the days, all the important days of the year I have collected, all the important years of, in 2025 only there was a question on International Year of like millets, and all those kinds of questions were there. Okay, international year. So I have prepared all such kind of templates. Then guys, defense related topics, defense operations, okay, defense exercises. So all these things are emerging themes which you can expect in the coming year. And last but not the least is to master new pattern. Guys, you know, many students, they are failing to master the new pattern, and in the exam they are struggling to solve these questions. These questions are easy to solve once you become comfortable with them, but if you do not become comfortable with them, then you will miss these questions inside the exam. I have talked to many aspirants, they fail to solve such questions inside the exam hall. So guys, in my 10 questions which I am giving you daily, 10 questions, out of 10 questions, 3 to 5 questions I am framing on these new patterns only, so that you become comfortable. You can see this is a 2024 question. Guys, in 2024 question there were only 2 to 3 questions where they have asked 3 statement, but in 2025 you can go and see more than 10 questions where these 3 statement questions. So every year UPSC is picking one new pattern, and next year it is repeating that pattern. Again, you can see in 2024 they had introduced this pattern of table format, and I'm telling you this is going to increase. In 2025 they have asked at least 3 to 4 questions on this table format, and these formats are going to increase. So what I have done is that I have prepared all possible questions on this format. For example, let me just show you. So regions, name of mountains, and type of mountains. So I have prepared river based questions, rivers, source and sink, then rivers, source and tributaries. Like this, I have all possible angles like soil, okay, region and characteristics. Like this, I have prepared table format. So in my geography and CRT test, all such possible questions I have already prepared, so that you are mentally prepared to handle such questions. Guys, this was, I wanted to show you how I am going to help you in mastering the PYQs. If you want my guidance and if you want my PYQ mastery classes, please do connect with me. This is my Telegram ID. You can connect with me. This is my Telegram channel. I will help you. This is the PYQ mastery classes. These are really, it's like a gold mine, guys. It's a gold mine, and this I am giving free of cost to all my prelims aspirants who are part of my prelims mentorship. I am giving you entire access to my PYQ mastery classes. There are more than 100 videos. You can see in geography only there are around 20 videos. You can see in front of you. So like this, for every subject there are around 15 to 20 videos. There are more than 100 videos. Please start mastering this. These are very useful. Guys, if you like this presentation, please do consider hitting like and share this with your friends who are preparing for the UPSC Prelims examination. Let me tell you, if you analyze the PYQs, you can also score like this. This is not impossible.